Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us once again. We hope that you had a wonderful weekend, and welcome back to our news broadcast. I'm Daniel Cook, your host for the English edition, Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. And in today's news, the recent ruling by the Court of Serious Crimes, which declared Frroku innocent of murder, is going to be reviewed by the High Council of Justice. Last Tuesday, the Prosecutor General submitted a request to the High Council, and a week later, the Council has decided that they will review the case. They issued the following announcement. We will review the ruling of Frroku's innocence. There is room for a verification of the ruling as requested by the prosecution. On April 3rd of 2015, the Court of Serious Crimes declared Frroku innocent of the murder of Chief Commissioner Dritan Lamai. The prosecution had been demanding a life sentence for him. The appeal by the prosecution is based on two important testimonies, which according to them, prove the accusations against Frroku. Several witnesses claim to have seen the murder of the Chief Commissioner firsthand. One of these witnesses is missing, a former guard. He did not present himself to the court to give his testimony. Another witness is also missing, the man charged with stealing the vehicle with which the murder was committed. The Minister of Social Welfare, Erion Veliaj, has announced that he will be resigning from his post by the end of next week. Mr. Veliaj is the candidate chosen by the left-wing coalition who will run for the mayor of Tirana. His announcement was made during the meeting of the National Council of Employment, where Minister Veliaj praised the cooperation with the business sector, including the unions and the employees. Minister Veliaj spoke about the success the ministry has enjoyed during his mandate. He emphasized the fruitful relations with the business sector, the promotion of employment, and the promotion of vocational education. There was a Republican Party convention today to discuss the upcoming local elections. The Republicans expressed reservation about the process that their ally, the Democratic Party, has followed in the selection of candidates for the elections. Chairman Fatmir Mediu had this to say at the gathering. We believe that the Democratic Party has made the right choice, and they will have our full support. However, the Democratic Party must engage in fulfilling the agreement that it made with the Republican Party. We seriously appreciate the fact that senior representatives of the Republican Party are competing in some of the most important municipalities. The 61 candidates are of both the Democratic Party and the Republican Party, and there will be a common commitment in the June 21st elections, he said. Mr. Mediu and Agron Duca, the man that the Republicans wanted to run for Durrës, expressed their support for the candidate that the Democrats selected, Grida Duma. The head of the Republican Party blamed the government for the high number of Albanians who are leaving the country, seeking asylum in the EU. The former Prime Minister Sali Berisha has made an appeal to the citizens not to go to the European countries looking for political asylum. In a press conference, Berisha blamed the government for the high number of asylum seekers from Albania. He said, "While understanding their pain, I call the citizens not to leave the country. There is no chance of winning political asylum in the EU countries. By leaving the country, you risk the freedom of movement and the visa regime. For this reason, I call you to stay in Albania and to help us remove Edi Rama together." The former Prime Minister asked the IMF and the World Bank to review their attitude toward the Albanian government. Berisha said that during the period of 1990 through 91, 1 out of 4 Albanians left their country looking for a better life. He said that the same thing is happening now, and according to him, Prime Minister Edi Rama is the one to blame. The Managing Board of the European Federation of Honorary Consuls held its first meeting in Tirana today. Only a few months after the Association of Honorary Consuls in Albania became a full member of this organization, the Federation selected Tirana for this important meeting. The meeting provided a good opportunity to establish cooperation between the honorary consuls in Albania and the European Federation of Consuls. The president of the Federation felt that the meeting was very fruitful and made the following comments. The Association of Honorary Consuls in Albania was accepted as a full member of the European Federation of Consuls last year in the General Assembly in Vienna. We are very pleased with this. I am convinced that the cooperation between our federation and the Albanian consuls will be very fruitful, and I am confident that under the leadership of President Ndroçi, the association will be able to meet its objectives. The members of the European Federation are very grateful for the esteem of the Albanian government, and especially the support that the Foreign Ministry provides to the honorary consuls. President Ilie Ndroçi expressed the commitment of the Albanian consuls to strengthening the cooperation with the European Association. He said, "Within a year, our association managed to create a very interesting collaboration between our two societies. This is an important step. The role of the honorary consuls in Albania has been very important, especially in the recent years." The Minister of Transport, Edmond Hajanasto, requested the support of the European consuls on Albania's path toward the EU. "I am very happy that I am here for this historic event," he said, "as this is the first time that the European Federation of Consuls has convened in Albania. Mr. Ndroçi is very active and is giving his best efforts for this entire network of honorary people, in addition to the honorary consuls. Albania needs good friends. We are a small country, but we have the ambition to join Europe, and we think that we have a strong partner in each of you." The General Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs gave a similar address to the consuls. "On behalf of the Foreign Minister, Dipmir Bushati, I would like to welcome you to Tirana and to wish you success in your meeting. Of course, this is a good opportunity for all of you to see Albania and to exchange views on the objectives of a country that wants to join the EU. We will accomplish this with the help of our friends and with the support of the honorary consuls." The Association of Honorary Consuls in Albania joined the European Federation of Consuls in October of last year. This week is the European Week of Vaccination, and the health specialists here in Albania are reminding parents that they need to vaccinate their children. They want to give assurance that the vaccines are safe and that there is no risk involved. According to a recent survey by the Health Ministry, 3% of Albanians' children are not vaccinated. The health authorities have found that even well-educated parents are afraid to give the measles vaccine to their children. There is a rumor circulating that the measles vaccine can give a child autism. The head of the Infectious Disease Department denies this myth, and he encourages all parents to make sure their children receive this important vaccine. The Health Minister Erion Veliaj reminds us that the vaccination is free of charge and that 97% of the population have already received it. In Albania, there are 11 vaccines given to children, starting during the first week after birth and finishing at the age of 14. There are 10 new vaccines available for viruses that have surfaced in the recent 10 years. The National Folk Festival is coming to the city of Gjirokastra, where it will be held for a full week in early May. The festival will take place in the castle and historic center of Gjirokastra, which is a World Heritage Site protected by UNESCO. Preparations have already begun for this important event, which is returning after 6 years of absence. The Minister of Culture, Mirella Kumbaro, is overseeing the preparations, and she views the festival as a comeback for Albanian heritage. The funding for the preparation amounts to 24 million new lek, and it includes work on the stage, restoring the entrance and the walls of the castle, and replacing some of the cobblestones. The first National Folk Festival was held in 1968 in the castle of Gjirokastra. Thank you for choosing Aura News for your source for English updates, and please join us again tomorrow at 6 p.m. for more translated news in English. Thanks, and have a great evening.